They'll try to run for this. It's Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up the first down.
A carry now for Gibson. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. Here's a 2nd and 3 forthcoming. Off the play fake, here's May. Has completed to Douglas. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Halftime is looming, so the athletic training staff going to get a chance to look him over during the break. They face 2nd down and 7. From out of the gun, here's May. That'll be complete to Gibson. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here now, 3rd and 5. To throw again is May. He'll find his tight end. That's Henry. His 2nd grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. New England going to take their 2nd timeout. Clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the 1st half. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. That one intercepted. Picked off by Brandon Stevens. And his offense is going to be all set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
First down, Fields. This one taken in by Reynolds.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
This one off the right, upright. He missed it. No good. And this is going to remain a one-possession game.
You could see the body language of the kicker, Mike. Once it left his foot, he was kind of leaning. He was trying to bring that one back towards the middle. But that's the sound you dread as a kicker. It reverberates around the stadium, off the upright, no good.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Here's May. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The first half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our halftime report. We were treated to a solid first half out of the running back, Breece Hall. He had a touchdown run that helped get his guys this halftime lead. These two teams ready for the second half, and so are we. So let's get you back out to Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen.
Coach, thanks. This one's still anyone's game. We'll see who can come out with the hot hand in this second half, about to get started. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Patriots offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. And in motion, it's Diggs. To throw on first down is May. This is intercepted. That's the safety, Andre Cisco. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the goal line. Nearly a pick six, but he does set up the offense with 1st and goal.
All right, Mike, you know me. I tend to be an offensive guy, so if we're taking a big shot to start this half, I'm thinking touchdown. But rather, we go interception to begin the second half. Now, still an exciting play. I think we're going to see both sides willing to continue to take these risks, take these chances throughout the rest of this second half.
So now, after the interception, a sudden change situation. 1st and goal. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing.
Well, let's give some credit to the big boys up front in the trenches. They knew that blitz was coming. They held up just long enough that the quarterback could get that ball out safely and results in a completion.
Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he'll just get up inside those big bodies up front, and he's in. Breece Hall, touchdown Jets. That his 2nd touchdown tonight. That is a dream scenario. The offense handed the ball 1st and goal, and Greg, they take it to the end zone for 6.
They're not going to have many easier drives than that, Mike. I mean, to get the ball, not only in a short field, but in a goal-to-go situation, you don't get a lot of those chances. You have to cash them in, and that's exactly what they were able to do.
Carlson's kick is good, and the Jets move out in front by the score of 17-3. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off, following the touchdown on the other end. To return, it's Antonio Gibson. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Patriots offense and Drake May making their way back out. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. First and 10. It's the tight end, Henry, in motion. Off the play fake, it's May. That's to the left side and taken in by Diggs. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
Didn't take them long to get now to their opponent's side of the field. I like the idea of starting this drive with some explosive pass plays. That's going to open everything up, both underneath in the passing game and on the ground. So big play to get this drive off to a fast start.
And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense, immediately getting back on track. And what do the coaches say? Just play the next play, and that's exactly what they did.
May to throw on second down. That will make third down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. They'll go play action with May. And they're going to get to him and take him down, taken back to the other side of midfield. Jermaine Johnson, the former first-round pick, in there to bring him down.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
Patriots ready for the punt. And he'll be looking for something a little better than that first effort, which he shanked. And good coverage by the punt team. They stop him before he can get any return cranked up. Breece Hall making his way back out there as the Jets are on offense again. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Here's first and 10. The drive begins with a run, and it's Hall. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down. Now an injury timeout, and that's Breece Hall, who is struggling a bit after that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Second and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Fields. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I'm not sure if it's this big lead or if it's just this second half pressure getting to him, but that's just a careless throw by the quarterback. And don't let this lead fool you. Throws like that can change this game in an instant. And this defense knows they gave him one, and they let him off the hook.
Open man is Lazard. He's got it. And a big strike for good yardage there all the way up to midfield.
Everyone talks about all the physical qualities to play quarterback in the NFL, Mike, and of course that's a given, but it's really the cerebral approach to the game that separates the best from everybody else, and I think both of those things were on display there, as he did not only a great job of finding the vulnerabilities of the back end, but then once his guy was there, it was that arm talent that put the ball in the exact right spot to allow his guy to make the big play.
Not much there, a yard or two down to the 48. Robert Spillane spills him there. Second down and 8. From the shotgun, it's Fields. He's trying to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not, and be taken down there.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the third sack of the game. And this defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
Fields from the gun on third down. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
Third down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
An unbalanced look to the left here on first down. Here comes Allen, and some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. Now Fields. That's complete to Jeremy Rucker. And he's going to be run out after a gain of about 6, but that'll be good enough for a first down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
To the goal line and in. Garrett Wilson. Touchdown, New York. Greg, nothing changed at halftime. They come right out to start this third quarter and pick up where they left off.
Well, I think this defensive coordinator is going to think back to his halftime speech, Mike, because whatever adjustments he thought they made, it obviously didn't resonate. What we saw happen in the first half, they picked right back up here to start the third quarter, and at this point, the offense has hit its stride, and they continue to pull away.
Carlson now for the extra point. The kick is good, and the Jets extend to a 24-3 lead. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now the New England offense getting ready for their next possession. Greg, sitting up here with you, this is not the same energy we saw from this team at the start of the game. How much has the defense kind of sapped it out of them?
Oh, I think it's a big factor in this game. And when you start taking the ball away at the rate that they have today, it takes a lot of the confidence out of the offense. And I think that's the body language that you're referring to. There is a lot of doubt creeping in to this offense. And it's almost becoming to the point where You don't want to be the guy with the ball because you're afraid you're going to give it up. And when it gets to that, man, as an offense, you're in trouble.
Man in motion, it's Diggs. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down. On play action, here's May. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
I think that's one of those cases where he just tried to put a little bit too much on it and fit it into that window, Mike, and sails it high. Give his guy a chance to bring that one down. Put that ball on his chest and help him secure that catch. At this level, when you're that open, that ball has to be completed.
That is incomplete. Well read that time defensively, making it difficult downfield, and that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Well, that's 2 straight plays now where this secondary has won their matchup, and right now the offense needs to find some plays that just call for easy completions. Get your wide receivers in space. Allow them to run after the catch, because right now these downfield passes, the defense is all over them.
And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Garrett Wilson and the Jets offense now heading back onto the field. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the third quarter. They might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. Throwing is Fields. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Really nice timing on that slant route. You can tell the quarterback and the wide receiver are completely on the same page, and when executed at that level, it's virtually impossible to stop.
Second down, it's Fields. Over the middle, that's Corley. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield.
This is what every offense looks to do, Mike. They want to attack the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. And oftentimes, that's where the chunk plays come. Give it to your receiver on the move and let them do the rest.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. On the give, this is Allen. And that'll be a pickup of 3. Fields now on second down. He connects. It's in the hands of Reynolds. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Really nice job here by the quarterback, understanding what did he need to pick up a fresh set of downs. In this case, that underneath drag route was all it took. Get the ball into the hands of your receiver, pick up a first down.
A first down throw for Fields. Throwing right, it's taken in. And it'll be brought down as we tick towards the end of this third quarter. So, 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. On first and 10, Fields gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
Quick throw, taken in. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down. They'll look to pick this up, 3rd and a yard. They go play action with Fields. He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And they're going to have enough to convert here. And it sets up 1st and goal.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
They've got it at the 8, 1st down and goal. They'll run. It's Hall. And he's into the end zone yet again. Reese Hall. Touchdown, New York. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Now Carlson to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Jets will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Here's Carlson now. He'll kick this one off following the touchdown on the other end. On the return, here comes Gibson. The Patriots offense back onto the field for their next possession. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. From out of the gun, here's May. That's complete to Diggs. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
You know, it's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the 4th quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
That one taken in by Douglas.
Seemed like the receiver, Mike, ran through like 5 different open zones, but once he found the one that he liked where the quarterback was expecting him, you see him do a nice job throttling down, secures the catch, and he's able to pick up a nice gain.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Working out of the gun, it's May. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. May to throw again. He's got his man. It's Diggs. 2nd time they've hooked up on this drive. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
I love this decision here, Mike. 3rd and inches, everyone in the building's just thinking you're going to just plow it up the middle and get a fresh set of downs. This is probably the best opportunity to strike downfield in the passing game, and that's exactly what they did.
Has completed to Douglas. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
Here's May again. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
Third and short. And here is May. Trying to set up the screen, but it is not there. He just had to spike it. It's incomplete, and it'll bring up fourth down.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he's going to be hit and taken down. They got him with a big-time rush, and it will lead to a turnover on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the fourth quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Jets offense and Breece Hall getting set for this next drive. And as we go through the highlights, no shortage of touchdowns today. 3 trips to the end zone in this one. The combination, the power, the speed, everything on display, and the defense has seen it all. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They'll run it out of the gun, and it's Hall. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Another run here with Hall. And he's going to bring this one close to a first down. Looks like they'll mark him just a yard short. You don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for it with Hall. They'll bring him down right at the 35, but that is good enough. They pick up the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. They'll go again with Hall. And he'll be taken down as the clock ticks towards 2 minutes to play. So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Fields choosing to keep this one. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now 3rd down coming up.
Good decision by the quarterback. In this situation, all you're looking to do is have a positive play. He decides to pull it, and that's exactly what he's able to do.
3rd and a yard. Now, Fields. That one hauled in. It's complete. And he's going to pick up the first down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
Really just comes down to everybody understanding the situation. You realize, how many yards do I need to get for the first down? And just make sure at least one of my receivers is past the sticks. That's where he went with the ball, and they're able to convert.
Shotgun snap and a give to Hall. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. So this one a win for the visiting Jets. They didn't quite get the shutout they were hoping for and likely deserved. This was a tremendous defensive performance. They held the other guys to just a field goal, that's all. And that defensive unit was the driving force in this victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. Good night from Foxborough.
Well, y'all have to say that, hold on. I am, pretty surprised that Drake May did not put on a absolutely ridiculous performance, but he didn't do it. The defense got to him, locking him up, locking everybody up, locking not just him, but everybody. So you can't really, all the teams they have faced and they have beaten, y'all lose to the New York Jets. Y'all telling me the New York Jets defense was clapping y'all up, was locking y'all down? The New York Jets? Are you kidding me? But anyway, I love you guys so much. I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching my videos. And I just want to say one more other thing. We're going to be back at this tomorrow. As always, I don't have to keep telling you guys this because if I record, you're going to see it for sure. You're going to see it when I post. You're going to see it for sure. So I don't really have to tell you that anymore, that I'm going to continue to post. You see it. Trust me. When I post, you're going to see it. Trust me. But I appreciate you guys. Thank you. Be grateful. Be humble. Put God first. And, once again, have a good 4th of July. Make sure you play hard. Be safe. Don't go out and do no stupid stuff, though. You know what I'm saying? Be safe. Have fun. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Have fun, but don't have too much fun. See what I'm saying? It's a difference. You can have fun, and it's also you can have too much fun. I don't want nobody to get hurt. I don't want nobody to go to the hospital. Okay? That's all I want. I'm not trying to speak to y'all like I'm your dad or something like that, because I'm not. Trust me. I'm not. I'm just, I just want you guys all to be safe. You know what I'm saying? Because it is a lot of y'all that will do some stuff like that. So, anyways, I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love y'all. JollyGood out. Love, love, love. Goodbye.